Yo. We gotta get rid of that. Yo, yo. What did I do? What up, Freddy? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 23K tonight. Oh, that's way better. Can we go that route? What up, Brian? Good to see you, brother. How's it going? Damn thing went live before I was ready to roll. I meant to schedule the damn thing, but that didn't work out too well. The plan is to hit 23K tonight. We're going to do it. We're going to get enough people to roll through this mofo and hit 23K. What up, Ray? How's it going? Double check. Make sure you're subscribed here to the channel. Want to get to 23K tonight. On the double, we can do it. Why'd you get rid of the Dirty Bird, man? That's a beautiful knife. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. No, I don't like that. There we go. Change that to a softer. Ooh, now that's clean right there. Yeah, this thing is a monster. I love it. Love that bad boy. Let me get back over here. Oh, dude, Brian, the Polaris is epic. Epic, dude. I got the, I was carrying the red one for a while. Then I switched over to the gold. The gold, I forget what this one's called. It's Red Dawn, Black Star, and then I can't remember this one, but it is sweet. That is the biggest hunk of Vanex that I have ever seen. And they are just ridiculously sharp. Real good. I have a hard time picking, like the red's cool, but for certain occasions, I feel like the most neutral one would be the all blacked out, the Dark Star. That one just has a nice subtle, you know, carbon fiber. So it's hard to choose for sure. I like all three of them, to be honest. Absolute monster. Monster. I think this is their biggest knife to date. It might, well, the Cayman Double XL might be a little bigger. I'm not 100% sure, but this is up there with the biggest knives in their catalog for sure. Faux show. $5,000 trim. Oh, man. Well, that'll do it, bro. That will do it. Well, hopefully, hopefully they'll stick around, and if you want to get one again someday, you can snag one. Yeah, the Red Dawn one is pretty special, dude. It looks good, and the camera only does it so much justice. Yeah, it's a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. Oh yeah, we need to get people who are swinging through to subscribe. What's up, Maximus? We're trying to hit 23K. Let's do it. What's up, Chris? Dwayne, what's happening? Yeah, it's I think 9.65, almost 9.7 inches overall from tip to tip. It's a big boy. Big old boy. I mean, it's a big boy for sure. And then I have to tell you, the thumb flick on this thing is ridiculous. Really, really good. So is everything else, but the thumb flick, the way it's done, you're not really interrupting yourself, locking yourself out. So it works pretty good. What the hell that is? What's everybody carrying tonight? What up, Geo? They should be laying right there. Chris, make sure you're subscribed, dog. Trying to get. What up, Dwayne? How's it going, brother? What up, JD? Good to see you, brother. How's it going? No Sparrow production Strix on the table. No, I didn't. What, did they have some come out? What up, Rolf? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, I've checked out a couple different Strixes. I think version 1, version 2. I haven't checked anything out beyond the V2. It is a sweet knife, though. I do like the Strix. I'm pretty sure I handled version 1, 2, and then I might even handled like another version 2, maybe. I like all his stuff pretty much. Alexandro, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, easily, Brian. I agree. And believe me, I won't forget about it either come the end of the year. They did something similar last year. They released They released the Scorpion, the Mamba, and then a couple of like more affordable knives right at the beginning of the year. And they were all killer. And then they've released the Mamba EDC and M398, which was Taiwan. And then what'd they do? Oh, the Rhino V3 right before that. Yeah, they've had a killer year. Year and a half even. And then now the Polaris. And I like them. A lot of their stuff is, 8.5. It's 8+ inches, which I'm a big fan of the larger folders, of course. Rolf's got a teal collection rolling. What's up, Mike? Barbie? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everybody doing? I saw somebody say about the bare knuckle that they've seen them lower than the 185. I would say if you can score it less than that, then it's like 100%. I even say at 185, I expect them to go down a little bit here, maybe not in the next couple of weeks, but maybe in the next couple of months, see them drop down $10-15 or something like that. Once they kind of settle in, maybe some new versions come out. That would be the time to probably hop on one. But if you can find them below 185, I think this is their best model yet. Kershaw. Their folding knives, the locking knives, non-automatic. These are so sweet. Well worth it. Yeah, that beats the Bel Air XL, the Iridium. Like, I like the Iridium as well, but the bare knuckle really takes the cake. What up, D? What up, Betta? What is Dark Winds? Dark Winds. Dark Winds. I don't think I've seen that. There's that Foca. Or the Faca. I think it's called the Faca. That's what we'll stick with. And then they went and did another one. What'd they do? Where is that? What'd they do? What'd they do? They did another one too. I just had it. Oh, I remember. There it is. I found it. Kaiser don't do a ton of Damascus, but they put out 2 recently that are pretty sweet. I think that's the Aegis, and this is the Foca. They did both in a couple different versions like they always do. I think the Foca they did in 14C and the Damascus, plus they did micarta, wood, aluminum, and I'm pretty sure the Aegis the same way, plus different blade shapes for both and different locking mechanisms for the Foca for sure. I don't know if they did different locks for this one or not. They probably will. But this is kind of a no frills Damascus bladed knife, just G10. We don't get to see them do a lot of Damascus, but I do. This might be some of my favorite stuff that I've seen when it comes to those 10 CR Damascus blades. Bop, bop, bop. Marco, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the Dirty Bird is worth picking up if you want to eventually get it again. Yeah, it is. The Fragorock. This was in my pocket for several weeks, and it's still hanging around. But yeah, didn't see enough talked about this whatsoever. I think I saw a few videos on it, and that was about it. But yeah, Artisan really did a solid job on this knife. Nice tall S90V blade. End cut carbon fiber. Beautiful looking stuff. And then, what was I going to say? S90V, end cut. Oh, the acoustics on this thing. Every single time has a beautiful ting. Beautiful ting. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, that's real good. Artisan's good for a couple bangers every year, pretty much. I do wish they did a DLC, or at least one version with a DLC, and they typically do, like a Damascus inlay, and they'll do some sort of crazy blade finish, but even still, they kept the price reasonable on this too. I think they're like $200. Titanium, end cut carbon fiber, S90V. That's pretty good. That's fair. I would say very fair. And then I didn't know till after the unboxing, but this is a Wayne's Sharp World design. I didn't know that during the unboxing, actually. But I did make up for it and include it in a couple of other videos. Yeah, it's a good size, too. Real good size. One Moon, what up, buddy? Good to see ya. Just bought 3 knives. What all did you get, dude? Tenable's killing it. Highly recommend the link and the tipper. I can't believe both of these are still in stock, to be honest. Both of these versions are still in stock. Can't believe it. But yeah, I love both of these. The link is dope. We need an XL, triple stripe. Triple stripe. We need an XL on the double. And then the tipper. That thing's just, come on. That thing's just badass. It's the way that it goes. It's just the way that it goes. That is the way. What up, Mick? Ground Fog, what's happening? Good to see ya. Yeah, I figured let's just pop on, see what's going on. You know, see what weirdos are scrolling on shorts. I figured we could maybe get to 23K by the end of this stream if we get Luxova to subscribe and get a couple other people to subscribe. What's up, Luxova? You want to see the knuckle dusters? That, my friend, is a set of pretty old brass knuckles. These are, well, for me, right? I've had these for quite a while. Some of my oldest gear. 3/4 inch. They're heavy as shit, though. They're heavy as hell. So not something you typically want to walk around with. I mean, you could, but personally, I'd go with like a single knuck. Easier to conceal, less weight, you know. I haven't seen that Quattro or whatever the hell that is. I'll have to take a look at that, dude. I haven't seen that. Neil, what's up, brother? You got the Tipper, the Bomber, and the Gideon. Oh, dude, yeah, you got 3 sweet ones there, dude. Yeah. You'll be happy with all those. The Gideon's got that crazy blade. Good size. The Bomber's just a big badass, of course. And then the Tipper is sweet. I've maintained that for quite a while. Oh, yeah, you'll get in big-ass trouble for carrying any type of knuckles around. I don't know. Somebody look it up. But I don't know if there's any state where it's legal to carry these around. You can own them in certain states, but once you leave the house with them, whew. Now, if you're already breaking the law, then whatever. Right? That's just an additional thing. So that's one way things can be looked at, like autos and maybe some stuff you shouldn't be carrying. As long as you ain't breaking the law, you shouldn't be running into the law, right? At least that's my thoughts. I don't know. I think maybe only one time in my life was I, in interaction with the police where I did nothing wrong in the situation, and they ended up letting us go or whatever. But yeah, Ben, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you swinging through, my man. Those are the new off-grid Polaris in Vanex, brother. Those are the new off-grid Polaris in Vanex. Full video is up. Went up yesterday, I think it was. You can see all 3 in action. All 3. Unboxed, measured, cut, lock test. I mean, the entire works that you could want. BTE check, blade stock. We check it all, baby. Yeah, that video went up yesterday, though, on the new Polaris. You guys did a killer job getting the views up on that one. Excellent job. You guys deserve a pat on the back. Just kidding. But yeah, kick-ass knife. I wish the video would have done better just for off-grid. But we'll make up for it on the back end. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got you, off-grid. I got you. I carry the weight. I got it. Oh, yeah, I got an Avant that was gifted to me. Yeah, there's 2-ring knuckles, and I have them, dude. Just be a matter of remembering where they are. I got all kinds of knuckles. I have all kinds. Oh, I know where they are. I know exactly where they are. Oh, I guess there ain't a bunch in here, but I guess I only got a couple in there, but I still have a couple. But I have probably, I don't know. And I've given several away too. I bet I've given 3 or 4 different knuckle sets away. So I only have maybe 6 or 8 sets, different styles. This one's one of the coolest. This is made out of titanium, so it's really, really lightweight. And this thing, you would not want to get hit with that at all. It's going to screw your hand up a little bit in here, but the other person is definitely going to feel that. But that thing is set up really sweet. So that's a double. And then you got the old single as well. You can see how it's chamfered here. You could technically rock it, I guess. Well, you'd want to rock it right in the middle, I would say. That'll definitely hurt. This will do something. But the double and the quad are where it really will hurt. That'll be where it hurts, buddy. That'll be where it hurtsies. Hey, thanks, Ben. Appreciate that, brother. Red Cali, what's happening? Mike Tango Whiskey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Anyone interested in preparedness, survival type stuff? I've watched that man right there, Mike Tango Whiskey, blow the F up. Blow up. What are you over now? 25K, I think. Dude just started, too, like a couple months ago. So definitely go check him out. He's got, maybe if do we got any mods in the chat? We can get some links to Mike Tango Whiskey's channel. Anyone interested, though, in preparedness, survival type stuff, check him out. Check him out. Highly recommend. Hey, Brian, I know a lot of people who do. I know a lot of people who carry different styles of knucks. Luxova, where are you at, man? You need to just get yourself a good solid... You just need to get yourself a good solid OTF. You know, go get yourself a Kershaw. USA made. Good pokey poke. I mean, you want the good pokes. You want the good pokey poke. You know, you could hit up Kershaw and the live wire. That's where I'd go. I mean, look how easy. Oh, beautiful. Smooth. One of the best mechanisms in the game. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice little take up. Hit a little wall. Boom. Little take up. See that? Little take up. Then you hit like a wall right there. Boom. Little take up. Wall. Boom. Oh, so good. So good. Kershaw killed it. I've had 3 of these. And they're good. They're real good. Lewis, what's happening? Are those homemade? This is made out of micarta. and some other stuff. Micarta. This is pretty old. This is somebody's first work, actually. Some of their very first work. Old brother Jake. I don't know if he's still doing stuff or not. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, nice. Your brother watches the channel too, Brian? Yeah, that Dama Steel relative. Whew, with the Mokume clip. Yeah, that thing's a stunner. That thing is a stunner. There we go. We got a couple of links. Yeah, love the Livewire. It's actually gonna earn a video from me here, like its own video, just raving about it. That's how much I like it. So I don't know when I'll get that done, but yeah, the Livewire. There's a lot of good OTFs out there, and I haven't handled every single one, but out of all the ones I've handled, the Kershaw is really hard to beat. Really hard to beat. Yeah, they could be. Now, the Slugger, if we're talking ultra budget, which there ain't a lot of options, but the Tack Knife Slugger under $100, which you guys know is my choice. But if we're going to bump it up from there, the Livewire, hard to beat. How much blade wobble? Not much, dude. Not enough for me to give 2 squirts of piss. Like, if I'm holding the blade straight up, so side to side, I bet it's like 1/1000th of a movement, and it's just the mechanism inside, right? And then up and down, the same. It's not even movement. It's just the mechanism in there kind of, you know, you're kind of forcing it one way or the other, and there's really not a lot. Not enough for me to feel like I need to spend $1,000 or whatever the hell, you know. No way. But yeah, this is really good. Doesn't bother me one bit. Not at all. Now, one thing I'm interested in doing, I've had plenty of older Ultra Techs. I do want to get my hands on one of those and really, you know, examine it. But I got to get one first. But yeah, I have no problem with the movement on this knife here. I've had several EMP USA made autos, still have them. And they are the same way, very minimal to non-existent. And then the same with Axial. Very good. I mean, they're getting it. And they get better and better, you know, every time. You know, Axial and these guys are releasing these new OTFs. They're getting better and better. Tolerances are getting tighter. Springs are getting stronger. You know, all that stuff is getting better. So they just continue to get sweet. Yeah, I have the sheep's butt still of this, but this true double edge here, I only carry this. I carry this a ton, and it's just for one thing. You know what I mean? And it's for piercing into stuff. And that's it. But yeah, if you wanted utility, then you go the sheep's foot or something, you know? Whatever. The sheep's foot, the two-tone, is amazing. Kathleen, what is happening? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. For the money and Magnica, yeah. Yeah. I would say, if we're being 100% Axial, EMP, and Kershaw. Now, EMP is Axial through Axial as the OEM. So, that's kind of 1A, 1B. But the Kershaw and Axial side of things, they're right around the same price. I think within a few dollars. And I could see someone going to either one. My recommendation would be to just get one from each, but as far as value, materials, all that sort of thing, I think Kershaw and Axial are really good options for sure. Austral, what's happening? Milton, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the reverse Tanto, yep. Yeah, I got that one with the two-tone, and I actually beat up on it quite a bit. And I wanted to conduct some extensive testing on both of them. So I got this one too. And this thing has been, opened and closed and really beat up on quite a bit here over since about Thanksgiving time or so. Right in between the holidays there. And not a single misfire. Feels maybe even better than it did when I first got it, and that's probably due to, breaking it in, but yeah, that live wire is sweet. What do we got? We do got a couple of new... Well, obviously, we got some new unboxings this week. One of them's a new company. There are some awesome new knife makers out there. Burning Stables Forge. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've heard of that. The Xeno is awesome. I like it. It's not... That's for someone, like, real serious about picking up a pocket knife. You know what I mean? Someone who's real serious about it, or a collector, an enthusiast, something like that. At that price, that's someone who really wants some performance and stuff like that. Somebody will have to Google it, but I think these come in at $350, which I think is fair. But on the flip side, and I love Vastid, they're awesome. But the Polaris is $350. This is $350 in Vanex with a DLC. So, to me personally, sure, the Xeno has the cool Vanker lock, but I'd still take this. You know what I mean? Personally. But if you're not in love with the design of the Polaris or what have you, I think the Xeno is a great knife. I carried it extensively, like, for a while. They've been out for quite a while now. But I've been carrying it since... I've been carrying it on and off since probably the week before they were even released on their website. But I can tell you that the Xeno, it's got an excellent pocket clip. Really good. Really nice design. It lays flat. It won't do it insanely well with really thick seams. But it'll be, it'll be fine as long as they're not ridiculous. But this clip is really well done. It lays into the knife nicely. So it doesn't, at least in my hand, I don't even feel the clip in some grips. That's how good they did that. So, yeah, I'm a huge fan of this knife. It's one of the best knives I think they've ever done. So, yeah, I like it quite a bit. And I'm a huge proponent of Vanex as well. So, but yeah, the Xeno, I couldn't believe, I know they're pricey, but still, I couldn't believe they've stayed in stock as long as they have. One of them did sell out, but the other three, from what I know, they've pretty much stayed in stock. Now that could have changed. I haven't looked for a little while, but so yeah, the Xeno, it's a hefty price, but you're getting a serious steal. A serious steal. You're getting an awesome locking mechanism. And you're getting a really comfortable handle. So it's utility driven. It's fun and fidgety. So, yeah. It's a good pick. Red Cali admitted, well, my sheep's foot was just okay. The dagger here, the primary side, that was pretty sharp considering this is a dagger and how short the run is. This side was pretty sharp for like 28 thousandths behind the edge, I think it came to. Now the top side, that needs some work. I still wouldn't want to get sliced with it, but it's not real, But like I said, this one here, it's only, the only reason I would carry this is for poking. You know what I mean? So in that sense, it's going to do that really well. Really well. Yeah, Tack Knives does have some good stuff. I've only gotten a chance to check out 2 of their OTF type knives, but they're both superb. The utility knife and the slugger. Oh yeah, we'll have to do that, Mick, or see what the scoop is anyway. Yeah. Winter Blade Co. X-Lock. Is that the one with the handle and the liner handle coming out and blah blah blah? Oh yeah, dude. If you got the loot, it's a phenomenal knife. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that whatsoever at that point. I could see that, Brian. Out of everything I've checked out over the last couple of months, that would easily be at the top of the list. Easily. Like in the top couple. I'd have to sit down and think about it, but yeah, that would be in the top of like my must check out, must experience, even if that's just buying it and then returning it or whatever. No, don't do that, but yeah, it's a monster. Love it. And then it's got a DLC Van X blade. I mean, it don't get any sicker than that. A satin DLC, by the way. Beautiful. Hey, later, Ray. Yeah, man. Try to swing by on Saturday night. Meep. What's happening? Geek, what's up, buddy? Yeah, man, this was kind of short order. Kind of just hopped on quick kind of thing, and just whatever was on the table, I sat in the middle. Fixed blades take up a lot of room. The Outdoor Edge replaceable knife. You mean the slider? You mean that one that slides? Meep. Oh yeah, we can check out a Thor. I got you. I got you. All right, well, here's at least one. That's the Thor 6. Insane. Insane knife. The Reich and Katuo, they just make you smile, man. They do such crazy shit. It's not even... Yeah. This thing's ridiculous. When they start doing some other blade steels, like they started doing some M398, what was it, their last couple knives. So I'm hoping they start switching it up a little bit. I struggled with that as well, which one to get, and I don't know, dude, what to tell you. Close your eyes and pick. The blue with the satin looks amazing, but so do a couple of the other versions, or so do the rest of them. So I can't help you, dude. They all look really good. I don't think you'll be disappointed with either or any. TJ, what up? What up? If it ain't got case XX on it, it's a toy. Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. I got a couple of those somewhere. Any good new premium micro fixed blades coming up? Micro. I can't tell you what premium ones. Ooh, I don't know. I got a couple of new Kaisers that are coming in March, but I don't know what size they are. I'll have to get back to you on that, Maximus. Hell, you guys know I only know what's right in front of me. You know what I mean? Or what, like, directly in front of me. I don't get a lot of chances to see what's coming up. You know, you guys are the ones who keep me informed on a lot of that shit, to be honest, because I don't see it until it gets here and I'm opening it up. So I rely on you guys for the most part for that stuff. So if anybody knows of any sweet fixed blades coming up, let me know and let Maximus know, because I won't know. What up, TJ? What up, GB? I like those initials. Subscribe. Stick around. Stick around. Stick around. Yeah, I would delete that, Clark. I would delete that right away, buddy. I saw it. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. I don't think there's a single knife on this table that is in 420. But I can help you. We got M390 in the triad. We got the Katuo G10 up top below that in 14C. We got the Tenable Link. That's in 14C. We have the T1. That's in Nitro V. The Tipper is in Nitro V. The Hummingbird, 14C. The Dragonfly, 14C. The Daily Carry Co. Parachute, that's an M390. The Kaiser Microbe, that one might get me. I think that one's in M390. Oh, I got it. It's an M390. It is. And then, of course, the new Polaris is in Van X. This QSP, which I just showed off in a video the other day, for a Slippy. This thing is badass. QSP just kills it on the slip joint game. They kill it in general, but their slip joints, guys, are not to be effed with. They are not to be effed with when it comes to slip joints. They do the OEM work for TPK as well. Like whew. But this thing's sweet. 14C. Yeah, I like this. I love these blade shapes. These kind of spay drop points. Oh, so good. So good. Then we got the VG10 Damascus through Kaiser. Magna Cut. More Magna Cut. More Magna Cut. More Magna Cut. Magna Cut. M390 MK. Which just means M390. Rebranded. M390. Here's the M398 from Reich. Oh, this thing is badass. If this don't have you freaking excited, then what are we even doing here? The Viper. Thing is mean as shit. And M398 nonetheless. Well, I guess we don't want to skip over the Dirty Bird. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. You hear that? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to get to 23K. The big ass 23K. Now, that gets us one step closer to 25, you see? Well, appreciate you being here, brother. I release videos every single day, long form, short form. We do live streams when I can. Typically Saturday nights. I've seen that as well on some of these shorts live streams. Now, not to say I will check out a $20 knife though. Like, don't get me twisted up. Like, this here is $30 and it is awesome. Some people, hey, they only want to spend $30 right now. Maybe, you know, who knows? Whatever it might be. Maybe they got some premium knives and they're looking for a good beater. So that's why I like checking out. Who knows what the reason is, and I don't care. I like checking out if it's $30 or $300. You know, I'm going to check it out. I think they all have their place. You know what I mean? So even like this $30 knife right here, it's on washers. SRM 14C. Excellent knife for like $30. Wixco Drax 2, the new Gunslinger. The new Gunslingy is sick. Sick as all hell. S90V. 80s camo carbon. Ridiculous. Then another one from Katuo. They are just absolutely killing it. They've been steadily killing it for like a year and a half straight. And from what they've told me, they ain't slowing down whatsoever. They're actually expanding. So I think we have only just begun to see like the very start of what they're capable of and what they're gonna do. You know? What up, Thomas? B Shady. Got a Marfione custom coming. Nice. Yeah, if they heat treat that 60 to 62 or whatever, dude, then it's all good, which I think that's what they do. I don't know if the customs have an even higher HRC or I don't know. You wouldn't really want to go a whole lot higher, maybe like 63 max, I think, on M390. After that, it's too much. BJ, Lunchbird, what's happening? Yeah, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 23,000 GBallers on this channel here. And then we'll work on the other channel later. And then we shall work on the other channel later. Yeah. Ned Foss too. Yep. Let's see here. We got Ramet coming in with a $5 GBaller holler. Thank you, my friends over there at Ramet. We got some good stuff coming from them this week here. Actually, what is today? Wednesday. Either Thursday or Friday, we got one coming from Ramet. That looks so sweet. So sweet. TJ, if we could you... well, I got it, buddy. Never mind. I got it. I will take care of it. and gifting some memberships. What a swell crew. There is Ramet's link and a discount code. And we got 5 gifted memberships from Ramet, B Shady, Static, Merrick, Chinese Welshman, and Clodishanan, all becoming G-ballers. Ramet, just laying it all on the table. See, it's funny that Ramet shows up because I have, just off the table here, Ramet, a WK1. I had them all out just a little bit ago. They're getting ready to go into an upcoming video. But this Ramet right here remains one of my all-time favorite knives from them. And it is, this thing is ridiculously good. That's sitting right here off the table. And I love this one. Yeah. Button frame lock, button bolster lock, if you will. The this is the meteor, right? The meteorite. What up, adventure man? GBall, are you lying vertical tonight? I am live tonight. Louie, what up? What up? Oh, don't worry. That's also right here. Yeah, I got 4 of them sitting right here. Damn, Ramet. And I usually have a couple out here too. Well, yeah, I got them sitting right here. This thing, the Falcon is, it's tough for me to choose because I love these pivot actuated liner locks, the button actuated frame and liner locks. But I'll tell you, this thing, the WK1, is so good. I mean, the other 2 are as well, but there's something about this one that really, the minimal flipper. Maybe we need a button liner lock with this guy here. Yeah, we did. We just we just completed. Well, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, the Ramet Camel. I got that sitting right here as well. Easily one of the best $35 knives on the market right now. I got it. The Ramet Camel. 33 bucks. It's got a flipper and a cutout. D2, PVD coated. There's a couple versions. Textured G10. Deep carry clip. Left hand friendly. And it's a button liner lock, if I didn't say, which means not only can you disengage the blade with the button, but you can also disengage it with the liner. So you'll never, ever get bored with the Ramet Camel here. and it's got a superb detent. I've talked with probably a half dozen people or more who've picked one of these up, and the detents across the board are crisp, to say the least. Very crisp. Excellent stuff. Here's what we'll do. Sorry. Here's what we'll do. How about that? That looks better. That looks better. We'll do that. And that. And that. How about that? How about that? And Ramet coming in with another $5 GBaller holler there. Thank you, Ramet. Appreciate all your guys' support. Ramet is very popular. That is 100% for sure. 100%. Jesse, what's up, buddy? The great 1212, what's happening? Make sure you guys that are rolling in this joint, make sure you guys are subscribing. We're trying to get to 23K. I don't know where we're sitting at right now. I haven't looked, but we're trying to get there nonetheless. So do it up. Do it up. Come on. Hit the subscribe. It doesn't look like you guys are doing a very good job, is what I'll say. No, I'm just kidding. I think we've gotten like 10 already. So you're doing all right. You're doing all right. In between lanes. If I send you that, I won't have any knives to check out. If I send you the camel, I put a link in the chat, bro. Just go pick one up right here. Here, I'll do it again for you. Yes, Maximus. I just said that in my video today, Ramet. A premium camel. Or is that what? Yeah. Yeah, Mick. Agreed, buddy. Yes. A premium camel would be epic. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Inspired by the Rhino. Yep. Which we have shown that one many times as well. That one's got a front flipper and a cutout. That one I might have to dig for. I do know I have it, and I do know where it is, but or I know roughly where it is. But yeah, the Rhino is sweet. That one had my Carta in 14C, I think. Henry, what up, buddy? Yeah, a premium camel would be dope. Ramet's got, and not only that, they also got gravity knives as well that are superb, but you really could just close your eyes and pick a knife in their catalog, and you would be, you'd be in happy days. Like I said, between the WK1, the Meteor, and the Falcon, I have trouble picking which one I like the most. The Kestrel's sweet. I mean, they got so many good ones. But there was a time that I had a hard time putting this down because it's so damn good. So good. And I love a good Tanto as well. So This thing speaks to me on a bunch of levels. Heavy levels. What do we got there? Little triple chambered action. Oh. Little triple chamber. What? What? Holy smokes. Whoa. Ramet single-handedly blowing us away. 5 more GBall Vision memberships gifted by Ramet Knife, the great Angelo, the Knife Connection, JF Blowers, and 1931 Leatherworkin' Terry. Congratulations to all who have received a gifted membership by Ramet. Thank you, Ramet. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Drizzy, what's up, buddy? Byron. What is happening? I saw somebody say, where'd it go? This thing's always jumping around. Matt, what's up? If I miss you or something, just re-say it. Because this chat just jumps around like GBall, the black Xeno with PVD coating. Do you think that will ever start to wear off and look bad? I think you would have to really be abusive on that. I don't think like cardboard, I don't think any material that you're normally going to cut, it'll ever do anything to it. The only time it will is if you are dragging it along like staples or something like that, right? Where you're taking something really hard, really sharp, and you're running the knife, you know, maybe it's on accident or whatever. But with these PVD coatings today, they're so much better than they used to be. Like a top quality PVD 10 years ago and a top quality one now, there is a huge margin there as far as how good they have come. So yeah, they hold up a lot better. I mean, I would say, and I think if you really look at that PVD, I bet it's black washed. You know what I'm saying? I bet it's washed. So if you scope it out, but if that's the case, it'll take wear very nicely for you. But double check. I think you'll see that that's probably black washed. I agree with Ramet, Thomas. Definitely worth scoping something out for sure. Definitely. Yeah, we got a little pink seed, dragon fruit, and Tropicana up in this joint. What in the world? right, well, we're good. We're good. Byron, what's up, brother? 50K GBall win. 50K. Where you get, where, hey, if you got 20,000 people you're hiding somewhere, Byron, send them on over here, buddy. Nah, that's cool. I like the rate we're growing. We're growing at a solid pace. I mean, I'd like to be more, but the rate we're growing is cool with me because we get a lot of people who watch my content, and that's what I care about. I care about the people that are here, watch the videos. Of course, there's people who aren't subscribed that watch, obviously, but I am happy with what we're doing. That is for sure. That is for sure. Where am I at? I accidentally clicked. I don't even know what I was looking at. Oh, you want to see the Polaris, dude? Oh, you hear that? Oh, man. Yeah. There you go, Byron. Little Polaris action for you. Little Nuck action. There you go, buddy. How's that for you? Gweggy, what's the sub count? Because we can't leave. Yeah, we ain't leaving. You guys, and you guys, whoever's here has to stay until we get it. So, end of story. PVD has come a long way. Even the budget companies are doing it well. I've cut some stuff with the murdered out Rubik. Same one Greg did the video on, no visible wear at all. Yeah, I would say if you even like remotely pay attention to what you're cutting, you know? Now, those coatings, if you're getting from a reputable company, unless you hit it with some sort of really hard, sharp metal, you're going to be in good shape for the most part. Anything else should wear into it pretty well, I would say. It'll just have like a used, worn type of look, not necessarily like a bunch of ugly scratches all over the place type of deal. Now here again, if you want something that's hard as shit and is not going to scratch, well, then you can go with a DLC because you ain't scratching this bitch. You ain't scratching it, bud. I've taken screw heads, pry bars in titanium and steel. You can't. You ain't doing it. I mean, you'd have to be, I don't know what you would have to do, but you would have to be doing some insane shit to get through these good DLC coatings. What's the sub count? Come on, you guys. We need 28 more people. What's the deal? If you're in here and you're not subscribed, you have to subscribe. Because if you're in here, you have to stay in here till we do. So you might as well just do it up. Bought the Black Xeno. Nice. If we were doing a normal stream, I'd pull it up. But yeah, so what? You bought, is it black handle and two-tone blade? Or what's it look like? I can't remember. Yeah, you'll be happy with that, dog. 100%. I do have a Feeweed. I do. I have 2 of them. Flixen, what's up? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Yeah, I have a new flicking knife every day. But this one is a good flicker right here. That. Oh, come on. If you give this even just a touch of wrist as well, like you don't need to, but if you do, it's amazing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We're probably going to give one of those away as well. Probably going to give one of those away at some point. Pocket privilege, what's happening? I mean, a flicking knife could be anything on this table pretty much. Whatever you wanted. Whatever you thought was Apex, what's up? You know, whatever you like. Anything at this point can be fidgety. Like a standard liner lock can be fidgety if it's done right. A frame lock, whatever. They all can be fidgety. So, like this is just a frame lock, but this thing's fidgety as hell. You know? Nothing crazy with the lock, but it's fidgety. It's flicky. Yeah, there are certain knives, like, though, if I want something that's got insanely good, like, flipper action, there's certain knives I might pick up, or certain front flippers I really like, that because certain days I feel like something different all the time, you know? Like, I want a good thumb stud sometimes for a thumb flick, or a cutout for a thumb flick, or a reverse flick, or whatever. Right? So I'm always feeling froggy. You know what I mean? I could get a Feeweed out. And I will think about it here. It is right next to me, or close, but I'd still have to get up to get them. Which one do you want to see? I have the Star Wars one. And the, what is it? What's the one they did? They did it in a crazy steel. Was it Z-Wear? All right. Appreciate you, Seed. Hey, you like knives or gear, shit like that? Hey, man, I release videos every day on that stuff. All kinds of cool-ass stuff. I am going to start bringing back more gear stuff. I got to just work it into the channel again, though, because once you stop doing it, you know, and then you do it, they're like, the algorithm pisses all over you for a little while. So I got to kind of work it back in a little bit. Because there's people that want to watch it. It's just the algorithm don't give a shit. Like it, you know. It's a cocksucker. Sulfera Monster has a DLC Glideman for like 120 with DLC. Oh, yeah, dude. The Glideman, the DBD edition. That's the DBD Glideman with the DLC. Well, hell, I got this right here. I might as well send it to you. Right here it is. There you go. Yeah, go pick yourself up a Monster Glideman, why don't you? Yeah, you can't really... This is really hard to beat. From someone who's been around... If you've been around 5 or 6 years or longer in the knife game, this is something 5 years ago was not possible. Was not possible for $100 or right around $100. It just wasn't. Not to mention, there wasn't even much DLC to begin with. But to get one at $100, you wouldn't have had it. But now, for like what? I think 110 or something, 109 after the discount, something like that. $100, $110. You can get a freaking 154 cm DLC satin finish or polish finish with Ultim and a titanium backspacer, a reversible wire clip. Yeah, you know, I would have probably preferred micarta, but Mick DBD loves Ultim, so I get it. But and Ultim's good stuff. So I have no... It's a good material. So I have no qualms about it at all. And from my best guess, they're going to be working on an XL. It is something I highly recommended, for sure. Highly recommend. Yeah, it's hard to beat. If you're looking to try to get a DLC blade, that's about the best way to do it. Yeah, it's got flipper delete. When's your knife with the GBall ball lock coming out? Oh, we'll see, Drizzy. I've had the opportunity to do some stuff that I've turned down. I don't want to just put... I've had people ask me. Get asked this every week, probably. I don't want to just put something out, some random thing with, if I'm going to do something, I want it to be as thought out as possible on my end. You know what I mean? So someday there might be something with my name on it from somewhere. What's up, D-Law? It depends. Are you subscribed to the channel? And how much is it? We need more subs. We have to at least be at 25. Let me see. Where are we at? What time is it? We need to be at least 20 away. So for all you weirdos scrolling through here that aren't subscribed, hit that freaking subscribe button, damn it. Hey, later, William. Good to see you, brother. Can we get it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't know, bro. We might not get it tonight. Can you see it? I don't got the right lighting on. Hopefully you can see it right there. It is a dope little Easter egg. An XL would be better on everything. I believe so. Yeah, this is an easy, like, this is a easy choice. You know what I mean? As far as like, if someone's like, I got $100 and what do you think? Like, this is an easy choice if you like this design. You know what I mean? Because with that DLC 154, you're getting a hell of a deal. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Where else you getting it? I'll wait. You're not going to get it anywhere else. So you'll have one of the only knives with a true DLC right around $100. And it's in a good steel as well. So yeah, it makes it an easy choice, that's for sure. Yeah, hit that sub, hit that like, hit that chili chill. I'm not sure if there is anybody unsub, but if you aren't, what are you thinking? Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I said that on Instagrammed. Over on Instagram, I said that if you ain't at the G spot, you're nowhere. Hell yeah, D-Law. $375. So like $100 more than some other Magna Cut offerings. Some say Benchmade is grailed. Some say overpriced garbage. What do you think? I think 375 is a little high. I think it's quite a bit high, buddy. You know, I don't like Benchmade's. You know, let's just talk about the knives. I know it's hard to maybe keep the company and people out of the whole thing, but let's just say we're not even thinking about any of that, and we just take the knives, the materials, and the price for what it is. I think that's a little high. Like, for instance, the Kershaw bare knuckle is at top dollar 185, and this is in Magna Cut, ran at 62 to 4, like plain as day. That's what they run it at, 62 to 64, which is, for production knives, awesome. And then it's got sculpted aluminum handles, a nice deep carry clip. This is $185, and you're going to get ultimately the same thing here. So not only could you get this, but you could turn around and get something else, right? You get another knife for that price, dude. You know, but if you got that kind of cash, and it won, you know, if you're not putting it on like a pay in four and you got some money burning a hole in your pocket, then you're gonna get a good knife. You know, like I've bought in plenty back in the day, and I like them all. I think the last one I bought was when the Adamas came out. I bought a first production run. the FDE. And I think that was the last Benchmade I bought, because after that, they started going crazy back then, but then they got even crazier after that. But like, I picked this up back in like 2020 for 200 bucks. It was on sale, but I picked it up for like 200 bucks, which is fair. Like, that's not bad for S90 carbon fiber. But this knife now is like 300 bucks, I think, which is insane. It's insane for what else is out there nowadays. Hell yeah, Sanders. Yes, it is a satin DLC, bro, in Vanex. Let me get a thingy. I don't got the best lighting on right now. I got the chillin' lighting on, but we might be able to get a decent look here. Wow, the knives in the back are gonna play games too. But yeah, it is. It's awesome. It looks amazing in person. Really good. I said earlier in the stream, Vanex Super Clean with a DLC is freaking, that's just top tier shit. I mean, there's no other way to say it. That's top tier. Off Grid found a way to just put out a top tier freaking monster here. And we're not talking like 7 inches either. This bitch is 9.6 inches. Almost 9.7. It's a monster. Like, what's a good size? All right, the bare knuckle, for instance. This is a good size knife. And it don't touch the Polaris. Like, you could fit the bare knuckle inside that thing. The Microtech Stitch. Good sized knife, but it don't touch the Polaris. It's a monster. It is the biggest chunk of Vanex I have seen. Like my fixed blade from... Alright, no, that one's in Magna Cut, actually. I do have a fixed blade that's in Magna Cut. That's a hunk of Magna Cut, but not Vanex. But I have a fixed blade that's not even this healthy of a chunk from Quiet Carry. And then here's another... And like I said before, what's up, David? From Italy. How's it going? Toddy, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hey, David, make sure you're subscribed, bro. We're trying to get to 1 million subs tonight. But the new, the new Vostede Xeno is a very good knife in Vanex for $350. The Polaris is also $350. And it has a DLC. So there's just a couple of ideas. But yeah, the Polaris really gets me excited. Really excited. Love it. Love it. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, back to D-Law, man. It's expensive, bro. But I wouldn't be mad at you if you picked one up. Griptilian at 150 is a good deal. Knife is excellent. Sometimes you can get them on sale for 100. Yeah, I think I picked up my thumb stud Griptilian, which is really solid, for like 120-ish, somewhere in there. And Well worth it. Well worth it. USA made, really good S30. Yeah, like that type of stuff I can get behind if Benchmade is still doing that. Yeah, they really did, Mick. I would say since the start of 2025, they have stepped it into a completely different gear. Completely different gear. And I've already talked with Carrie, the owner. They're already going to be doing different locks and stuff like that. So it's just got to be, that's a smaller place. So it's just going to take some time, but we might see before the end of the year something like the Polaris or Rhino, something like that in a button frame lock or something of that nature. I thought to myself, it would be easy to take the Rhino and make that a button frame lock. Now, I could be wrong, but that one might be a good one to make a button frame lock. I don't know if they could do it or not, but yeah, they're gonna be working on new stuff for sure. What up, Dusty? Lisa, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. All my knives are good knives from cheapest to my most expensive. Yeah, that's the way. That's it. That can be done. Just like with that Bazubin knife, that pivot lock. These are like $40. So, but it's got this really cool pivot lock in D2. So you get to experience a cool lock. If you're somebody who wants to try modding or something, you could remove the flipper or do some other various mods. You could try your hand at sharpening with this. So you could kill a couple a couple birds with one knife. Try out a new lock, get a good knife. It'd be a great starter knife to try to sharpen on and do some mod work with. And they're like $40. What up, Paul? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, Dusty, right here. Kershaw Livewire, buddy. That's the only one I got out right now. We got a gravity knife. The new parachute series. And I love these handles. How they're completely enclosed. It makes them real comfy. Just like an auto. They can be very comfy. Relic, what up? What up? I recently bought a cold steel Recon in MagnaCut. Was getting lock stick. That's gone, but now when I close the folder, the blade doesn't fully seat and swings out of frame. That, huh. Do you have any compressed air? Or like one of them battery operated air? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have any compressed air, get yourself a gizmo like this. Mine's probably dead. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if it's dead or not, but this thing will blow compressed air real fast. And you can use it to, get debris and stuff out of your knives. I use it quite a bit. You can blow pivots out, autos. It'd be a good tool to have if you're a knife guy. For anybody. Anybody. It can help get, like when you first get the knife, if maybe you don't want to take it apart right away, you can blow the pivot out, get any old oil and debris, wipe it, and then put a drop or two of your own in until you decide you want to take it apart, stuff like that. Blowing out autos. Yeah, it's a good tool to have. I mean, if you like that knife, I'd see about trying to get it fixed up, which I'm assuming you probably like it. Might be, I know it's a beast, but that's a solid knife right there. I could see Hogue passing up Benchmade. Yeah, it's pocket privilege. I gave Hogue that for many years, man, and they never did anything with it. And at this point, it's Kershaw that not only is passing up Benchmade, but they are passing them. At this point, if I can go get a bare knuckle and a live wire for the same price as that Benchmade, yeah. I mean, I think these are like, how much are the live wires? Either way, you can get a bare knuckle and a Bel Air XL. I mean, you can get twice the performance from Kershaw. Yeah, I got some switchblades and butterfly knives. Laws, what up? Giddy from Oz, enjoy your content. Just received my new Sativian ST152 with K110 blade in the mail today. Nice. Nice. Glad you're here. That definitely means you are subscribed, I'm sure. Double check. Double check. We're trying to get to 1 million tonight. Or 23,000, whichever comes first. And we're almost there. You guys almost have done it. We're at 20. We need 20 more. What up, the Jake? What up? Yeah, Keith. And it only gets even better from there, dude. As far as those button lock or pivot locks. Like you step into Ramet, you step into Vastid, like those are, whoa. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Well, Dusty, stick around, buddy, and watch some of my normal videos. You'll see all kinds of cool stuff every single day. You tune in every day, like say 6 o'clock Eastern rolls around every day. You can come over to my channel and there'll be at least one, if not two videos from that day that you can watch of new knives, newer knives, all kinds of stuff every day. And if you, for whatever insane reason, forget to watch that day, the following day, when you come back around, there's going to be 3 or 4 videos there for you to watch. So, you know, it's a full-time job to watch my videos, but it's well worth it. And just looking from the outside in, I would make sure to watch every video all the way through, hit the thumbs up button, leave several comments, interact with other people in the comments, check back in like 8 hours later, maybe respond to some more comment. That's what I would do, just from the outside looking in. Yeah, the triad lock getting held up seems kind of goofy to me. It almost seems like maybe there's some debris, not necessarily on the tang, but maybe hindering the bar from moving. But yeah, I'd hit it with some air and some oil and see what's up. Super Steel, Lakeside, what is happening? I have not carried the XL. I have carried the Rosie, though. It's a good knife. Yeah, Matt, I agree. It's at the top of my list for sure. Yeah, Kershaw, Kathleen, is, for the most part, like, I've given them their flowers for sure. But I've also been pretty critical on some things. So, but yeah, for the most part, they are doing solid work. And I've even told them, like, they got a chance to freaking really take control of $125 to $225, which would be awesome. You know what I mean? To be getting Magna Cut, Crew Wear, CPM 154, what'd I say? M4, all them. They're doing a killer job. S45. So they're doing a lot of the right stuff. And I think we'll see them using other locks here shortly. It's another thing, like with off-grid, it has to get into, things are probably done a lot differently among certain companies, Certain things are probably there's more thought put into them because it means more, Like if Kaiser puts out a bum button liner lock, well, that's not a big deal because next month they can they can fix it and all that. Whereas if Off-Grid or Kershaw does that that can't happen. You know what I mean? So there's a reason why you see certain companies, and some companies are just admittedly ahead of the curve. So there's that portion as well, but there is something to be said about being able to put out and change things quickly. Carried the Bel Air today. Dude, I love the Bel Air. I love the Bel Air. The Bel Air XL is dope. It's just the bare knuckle is the shizzy. As far as their crossbar lock knives, this is it right here. But I've said in a ton of videos, if you can pick up a Bel Air for like $130 or under, that is an incredible deal and should be taken up by anyone who everyone. But yeah, I was screaming about that deal for those Kershaw Bel Airs. Aluminum, Magna Cut, ran properly at like $130. That's insane. USA made. I got my SMKW exclusive Bel Air for 99. That's freaking insane. I don't know how the hell you scored that, bro. That's real insane. Lakeside, yes, sir, buddy. We were just talking about it not too long ago. The Glideman DBD. Yep, we were just talking about that, feller. What's your favorite locking system that you'd bet your life on in terms of safety and reliability? Just through experience, I would have to say, if like shit hit the fan and I came into my knife collection of a lot of knives, I would probably grab my AD10. So the Triad Lock and S35. That would be the one knife I would grab to get shit done and be reliable. Because I know it's dependable. I've used them a ton. Several of them. So yeah, that would be hard to say no to. Behind that, I would go with like my AD20. The Shark Lock is really, really strong as well. And then another one of his locks, the Scorpion Lock, is really, really high up there as well. And gets strong. They all, well, not all, but like the Shark Lock, you're holding up behind that fin, or you're like on top of it, and then you got a coil spring shoving that piece of titanium up into the tang. Like that Shark Lock is not going anywhere. But the Triad Lock is just a more substantial piece of steel. Like it's a substantial piece of steel on a pivot system with a big stop pin. Like the Triad Lock is a freaking monster. And that's why it's been so popular over the years, because it's insane, and it lives up to, like, after all these years, it lives up to everything everyone said about it. That's for sure. The bare knuckle is in MagnaCut. So yeah, Triad Lock, Shark Lock are high up on my list. I need to see a little bit more, but the Vanker Lock could be high on that list. That's a hell of a piece of steel that is coming over and locking this blade up. There's videos out there and how it's bolted to the frame. So that Vosteed Vanker Lock has the potential to be very durable. The Scorpion Lock's up there. Sadly, we only get that on the AD15. I hope Demko does some other stuff with it, even if it's through his name. Yeah, the bare knuckle is a good pickup. I got my Quattro and a nice. You're like the third or fourth person who's brought that Quattro up. I haven't seen that yet. Somehow. AD15 Scorpion Lock. Yep. Old school lock is back. Yeah, a good back lock can be strong, but not anywhere close to as strong as a Triad Lock. A back lock is like... A Triad Lock is a lock back on steroids and HGH. You know what I mean? That would be, if it was tonight, Angelo, that would be Ramet. Came in and busted the door down. Dropped a bunch of super chats and memberships. They were just killing it. Come on, let's go, guys. We need more subs. Come on. We've gotten 2 more. We hit the 20. We hit the 20 mark. Can we get to 15? Are there any weirdos in here who are not subscribed? Double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It is fucking free, I said. It's free, dude. So just do it. Just do it, dude. There's a cold steel, I think, with a lock pin that goes in. I don't have one, but that looks strong. Yeah, you could go that route, too. Like CJRB and Artisan, the Proponent, and the Tundra, where they're a liner lock, but they also have that steel pin. That would be a solid way to go for a strong folder. But you have that secondary piece that needs to be kept track of, which you could put that on like a lanyard or something or whatever. You could affix it to something that stays with you all the time. You could do that. So, but that would be a good option. Nonetheless, though, I think that is a good option. That is a good option. That pin idea. That's tough. That's tough. Because you can take a folder out real quick. You get that thing in some gobbledygook, you could be in some deep-ass trouble. You know what I mean? If you need that knife. Yes, you can get the Vanker lock on the Corgi. And it's very popular, dude. The Corgi for Vosteed, people don't realize it, but that's a knife that has sold. I bet that's just as popular as the Raccoon and maybe even more popular than the Raccoon, if you can believe it. But either way, it's really popular. That's why they've done several different sizes, locking mechanisms, blade shapes. Like, it's really popular. Not just in the United States either. Like, it's popular everywhere that can order them. But yeah, the Vanker Lock Corgi is sweet. Real fidgety. I love that flipper on the Corgi. Yeah, Mick, almost like just a, well, I've heard that, 8015. Yeah, I agree. One thing I'm going to do, I've been meaning to do it for a long time, is order some 8010 scales and lighten it up just a little bit. That would be, that's what I'm going to do. If I could lighten my 8010 up, which I should be able to with the change in the handles, but between that and adding a different clip, that knife would be the ultimate shit hit the fan folding knife, right? Triad lock is mean. I just don't have one. The good thing about the Triad lock, you can pick one of them up for 30, 40 bucks probably. Toddy's in here. Dude, there's got to be some Triad locks for, what, 30, 40 bucks? I bet. Between Amazon and Midway. You could pick yourself up a Triad lock for 40 bucks, I bet. But an AD10, that would be just a 2 ounces lighter and still have that nice handle. That would be, and the aftermarket clip. That would be hard to beat for a folder. Oh yeah, the SRK is sweet. I gotta see myself. I got the blue. I got the blue textured G10 version. Love it. Yeah, dude. Ramet came in and kicked the damn door down. They came in and kicked the damn door down. Yeah. And shit hit the fan, or if shit were to hit the fan, I got fixed blades and folders covered. I got them covered. I got them covered. Is there a good made in the USA knife brand that you think will increase in value like an investment piece? Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, there's certain knives that hold their value really well, like close to, like, either close to not losing anything at all, up to worth way more than, you paid. But like some of the 80/20s that have come out, they'll stuff that's really hard to get definitely will go up in value. That's kind of, you got to be really wired into that type of stuff, though. You got to know what's going to be limited and what's going to sell out. And you got to be really in tune with what's going on to do anything, worthwhile. Cold Steel sales at Midway. The Trailmaster and Spetsnaz shovel for $44. Nice. Do they got any folders over there, dude? I'd take a Triad lock over a Rat Tail Tang any day. Yeah, in S35 from Cold Steel? Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that 8010, man. That bitch will handle. Like, I beat the piss out of two of them, the Tanto and the Drop Point both. And they're legit. They're built like freaking tanks, legit. Redeem, what's up? Damn it, my lighter's going. Is that a Isham design, top left, second one down? No. We got the Katuo Triad. We got the Katuo Yakuza. We got the CJRB Tundra in its full dress form for now. Titanium and S35. Vosteed Xeno. Van X. We got the Dirty Bird from Reich and Katuo. An amazing knife. And then we got the Reich and Katuo the new Viper in M398, which is amazing as well. So it's probably a Katuo and Reich that you saw. Is that the one you can, like, put on the end of a stick, Jake? The large Voyager and OS 10, $29. Yeah, that's a steal in OS 10 too. Cold Steel does a great job on their OS 10. And you can get a 4 Max. What? What? I might go pick up a 4 Max. I don't have one. Ooh, I might have to go pick up the Scout. They do a solid job on their OS 10. Yeah, if you're looking for a triad lock, that Voyager for $29 in OS 10. Or the 4 Max Scout. I mean, the Voyager is not going to be the most utility driven. But ooh, yeah, the code 4 for... See, Cold Steel comes in with some of them sneaky, insane deals. The code 4 in aluminum and S35 for 60, no matter what blade shape, is insane. That knife used to be $160. I've almost bought one of them spears. What is OS 10 comparable to? Holy shit. Yeah, it's comparable to VG10, 10CR. It's close to those. So it's pretty damn good, dude. And like I said, Cold Steel does it really well. Cold Steel and Kubi are both known to do really good OS 10. Or Kubi used to be. I don't know if they still use it or not, but they did. And they did a good job. And then there's a couple, like, smaller up-and-coming companies that use OS 10, like, I think, like, Sativian and F and Grow on their fixed blades. They use OS 10 to good success as well. So it's a good steal for the right price. Like for $40, 30, 40, $50, it's a solid steal, especially with a triad lock from Cold Steel. Like it's good. Now with that being said, for 18 more bucks, you can get the S35VN version. You know, that's one of the most well-rounded steels you can get your hands on for a good price. What up, Dale? Yeah, Demko's the Godfather. The Godfather. Yeah. Demko's the man. I'm a Demko dude. And there ain't no way to argue any other way, in my opinion. And I think some of these morons, you know, the Holy Trinity and this and that, like I think Demko has to be in there, in my opinion. But that can be an argument for another day. I mean, he should be. I don't care which one goes out of it, but Demko belongs in there, in my opinion. No problem, John. Yeah, Oz 10. If you're looking for at a cold steel, it'll be solid. It'll handle everything you need. It'll sharpen up easy. No problem. Cold steel is similar to Spyderco. Yeah, exactly. Right. Any out of the Taiwan factory, right. The Chinese stuff from Cold Steel can really be hit or miss. But yeah, the Taiwanese S35 and AUS 10 out of Taiwan are good. Good stuff to go. Where does McNeese rank? I'm not into doing all that type of stuff, but I just wanted to say that I thought that where Demko should be placed. But I'm sure he'd be top 10 maybe or something. I don't know. There's so many. And what are we, are we talking boutique companies, single, it's kind of hard to put places on these things, but McNeese is a solid company and set of knives. So, but where would he be placed? I don't know. But like those guys have been around since like the 80s, late 80s. They've been around a long time. So, those guys have like Demko, he started making his own knives when he was in high school. Like a sophomore in high school. He was in his parents' garage making knives and shit. So he's awesome. Or at least I hope he is. Everything he's done is awesome. And I'm pretty sure he's awesome too. My new G10 Black MagnaCut Manix 2 arrived. Nice. Black G10. So what, is that their new base Manix? Nice pickup, Evan. Yeah, McNeese would be up there easily. He's made a good name for himself, I would say. Everybody has some like kinks in the road along the way, but it's about, what you do with them. Since heat treat is so important, why don't all manufacturers treat a particular steel the same way? Is it hard to get a particular heat treat? Well, John, I think it depends on what period of time you're talking about. I think there is a period where there is the dialogue was not correlated correctly. So there was I think some of it's misunderstanding and like growing pains. And I think that's what a lot of companies went through over the last like 5 years with various deals. And I'm not talking just Chinese companies, I'm talking American companies, Italian companies, everyone. The best Chinese companies, like everybody has had some stuff to work on over the years. So some of it I think is a learning curve, and it's not something. I think once you get it dialed in, it can be very easy, but it's getting it dialed in with the right people, you know. And then other companies are, yes, just going to try to take advantage and put the lowest quality out, putting it's this steel, like, oh, it's M390 and it's $30. Like those companies, when really it's 440 or it's 3CR type steel. Though, those companies are just trying to take advantage and are cutting corners, ripping people off, basically. But like Vanex, super clean, especially with new releases like the Vastid, the Polaris. Vanex is, I think, the most expensive steel to use in manufacturing for pocket knives. Or it's the one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive. So that's why you don't see a new one come out under 300 bucks. And newer ones are typically like 350, from Quiet Carry to Vastid to Off Grid, Kunwu. I think Kunwu's been around doing it a little longer, so they have it dialed in pretty good. But here again, we're going off grid, off Kunwu for these, so that has to be factored in. But Vanex is expensive to use, but it's very popular. Costs a huge of mass producing at once. Some steels are much cheaper. Right. Right. Yeah, it's not like you can take M390, M4, Crewwear, Magna Cut, and just heat treat them all at the same time to the same thing, and they're all going to be perfect. So that can't be done. So everything's done individually. It has its own process and everything it needs to go through. So there's just a lot that goes into it. And like I said, I think a lot of it was a learning curve for these companies. But at this point, it's a lot of that stuff's been ushered out. Like, heat treatments have to be on point, or a large majority of people aren't gonna pick it up. I did. Yes, I was able to. It's actually getting taken up tomorrow to get dropped off. They're gonna reimburse me, because I told them, I said, I'm gonna let thousands of people know you guys didn't let me return a fake knife. So yeah, I'll be getting my money back, which is nice. Bushcrafting, there's a point. Lots of different points. Convenience, ease of care. Like, there's a lot of points. But the other question should be, why not both? Why not a fixed blade and a folder? Don't limit yourself, bud. S90V is really good too, as well. Vanex is nuts. Hey, if you're just strolling through, just stopping in for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We're trying to get to 1 million subs tonight. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're getting close. Let's see where we're at. We haven't moved. You guys are not doing a good job at all. Those of you coming through are not doing good. You gotta hit the subscribe button. Yeah, 15V is another one that is expensive. Vanex, 15V, some of them boutique steels. In other words, they're expensive to do. South Germany, my people, what is happening? I'm like 70% German. What's up, dude? Smack that subscribe button. Join us along for the ride, bro. Man, Germany's going through it. Waiting on a ProTech with Magnamax. Nice. I'll have to get my hands on some Magnamax soon. Yeah, exactly, Moose Duty. Yeah, they're like the superb ones. Unless the handle material is down, like I think Quiet Carry, they didn't used to. It used to be just titanium, knurled or smooth, and they were like 350. But I think now they're offering them in like G10 and Van X and stuff like that. So they're able to get the price down in that sense. Like if you take the handle material down. But like when you start adding titanium and carbon fiber, you're over 300 all day. You add in DLC, that's what makes the Polaris really enticing. Not only is how much Van X you're really getting and the size of this damn thing, but it's also got a freaking DLC on it. So that really adds that, like, that makes you feel like, yeah, you know, I'm getting a little something extra here. Like, I could see you saying that with the Vastid, like with the lock, you know? The Polaris has the size and the DLC going for it. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys better get used to seeing that knife around for a little while. Hell yeah, buddy. Glad to have you here. I haven't seen much from I guess I expected Kev to get a hold of me when he had anything he wanted me to check out. That's what he's done in the past. I'll have to hit him up though and see what's up. I was saying earlier, Todd, I don't know. I only know what's right in front of me. As far as anything coming out in the future, you guys are the ones who know that, and I have no idea. Like, I know what's in the box in front of me, maybe. So you guys are the ones who keep me up to date on upcoming stuff. That's for sure. So I'll have to reach out to Kev and see what the scoop is. I did see an XL. What was it? That straight sheepsfoot tall boy. The tall boy. I did see he was doing an XL one of those. I think that's what it's called, the tall boy. I wouldn't mind seeing that bad boy. Yeah, we're on the 1 mil push, baby. I think I maybe did too many hits to try to stay up till tomorrow night. Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Van X as well. So that's cool. Yeah, it's up there, top 2, top 3 for me, I would say. Yeah, 3. I really like crew wear. I really like crew wear, especially if we could get a crew wear with a DLC. I'd be all over that. M4, I really like, especially here again if we get a DLC. And then Van X and Magnica are both right there, like top 4, I would say. Yeah, a little too much puffity puff. That is a 2-finger titanium knuck. Well, I got a ring on that hand, but yeah. It's really nice and light, too. This would really, really mess somebody up. S90V would probably be number 5 for me. But yeah, I really like S90V as well. But Cruware is amazing. Cruware is phenomenal steel for a folding knife. Dilly, make sure you hit that subscribe button, dog. We check out all kinds of gear, knives and gear. That's what we do here. Along with wrapping, of course. We almost did it. We did get, we're 18 away. I won't make it to 23. I'll be passed out on the table, but can't see why anyone would want coated super stainless steels unless looking for just scratch resistance. But once you scratch it, that's it. Oh, are you saying like the Vanex? I don't know, Todd. I know, bud. I know, but dude. Todd. Tell me that a DLC Vanex Super Clean at 6061 is not just top of the line badass. I mean, talk about super corrosion resistant and badass. And that I mention it's badass. It is purty, Dale. You're right. Good job, buddy. You're right, dude. Yo, there's like 35 people in here. You better all be subscribed. Or I'm gonna start throwing shit. I'll end this stream smashing shit right now. Oh, titties. The twins. Old man on the ridge. What's up, buddy? Hell yeah, buddy. That's what it's all about. Glad you could swing through, brother. Yeah, Todd. But quit being logical and reasonable, dude. In a world of... You bet your ass I'm ex-military. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I am a trained killer, though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to find out, though. No, you don't have to like, but just make sure you subscribe. Same with you, PS9186. Make sure you subscribe, buddy. All right? Do it up. Do it up. All 34 of you strolling through here. The Civivi Mini Praxis is a good knife. Whatever is your gateway into the knife community is a good knife. You know? It's a great starting point. And that's a great spot to just stay in for a while. And some people never really leave that area, which is cool. We're a big fan of everything here, as you can see on the table. We got $30 knives. And we got $350 knives. So we don't, we just like knives. See, if I was going to do anything at home, I would try to do like a heavy acid wash or like a heavy stone wash. You know what I mean? That's something I would love to get or do, be able to do. Damn, old man, I might have to get with you someday. I've been hesitant on getting my first one over the last couple of years, actually. I've really wanted to get one, but I'm not a big fan of the process, I guess. But I've still, at this point, I still might wait a little longer, but eventually I want to get one for like a 223 5.56 line of rifles, and then I'd be able to, unless I can go a little bigger and still use my 5.56, but I need to figure that out and then find a suppressor. I guess I'd need to figure out what I'm gonna want it for. Probably be in-home use would be the most ideal thing. I wouldn't need it for like flash suppression per se, because I'm not hopefully going to be out in the mountains needing to hide my flash. If I am, well, we got bigger things to worry about. Dilly to chili, I really, no. I think it depends on the day, you know? Some days I want like a monster freaking beast like the Polaris here. Some days I want something crazy like the Reich, Thor 6, titanium integral. Every square centimeter's been milled. Some days I want a gravity knife. It just depends. I try not to look at things that way and limit, favorites start to limit things. You got a favorite company, well, then you find yourself only buying this company, and there's so many good things out there. So I'd hate to see someone limit themselves on accident. But like I have a couple favorite, like I have some companies I really, really like. Like I like EMP, EDC, and that's mainly because of the people that are involved and also the knives, but like the people behind the companies I really like. Off Grid is another real high up on my list. Awesome people, company, knives, lifetime warranty. There's a lot. There's a lot of good companies out there as well. I don't know if Spyderco, they produce the Spy series, but I don't know if they are the ones who actually created Rex. That I'm not sure. Metal handle knives are on Siesta. Yeah. Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet, dude. It's been cold this winter, man. It has been cold, but I don't need to tell you. Moose Duty, I do have videos on the Griffin Ultimatum and the evolution, both of them, the ironclad and the premium. The premium evolution is a knife that I think if you like the design and you had the money, every single person should experience. It's awesome. It's a button frame lock. It's a monster. It's awesome. Hey, later, Maximus. Good hanging out with you, brother. I'm going to be taking off as well. I was just, I'm going to get a snack. Crucible, yeah, okay. I was going to say, I don't think, but I'm pretty sure Spyderco helped create the Spy series, though, like Spy 27, I think. Oh, a 30 caliber end cap. So what? You still got to go to your FFL, though, and pick that shit up, though, right? See, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to order some lowers and shit, too, because if I got to... I think we still do, don't we? It's still got to... Oh, it's shipped right to your house now? Oh. Would that Silencer Co. Sparrow run ya? Or what's something roughly like that cost you? Yeah, there you go. Spy 27, Spyderco owned, yeah. Yeah, it's their own, like, formula and shit. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And they're... Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but is Spyderco working on another steel or another version? Or maybe they're working with somebody on one? Something like that. Damn, if I can get it shipped... See, that... I'm glad a couple years ago, like 2019, I bought like 6 lowers. 6 or 7. And I built like one of them out and I put the other 5 away. And then over the last 6 years or whatever, I've built all of them out over the years. So I haven't had to go to the FFL or nothing. I've had all my uppers and all that, you know, all my accessories shipped here. It's been sweet. I haven't been to the FFL in 7 years, probably 6. So if I can get a silencer now, or a suppressor, whatever, I wouldn't mind doing that. What'd that run you, old man? You got the receipt? You got the receipt, bro? You got the receipt? Oh, shoot. You got a shaman in that, Mick? I didn't know that. That's a sick pickup there, dude. A shaman. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. D-Law, I would say, if you want a badass knife to go check out, as a parting gift, I'm going to send you this right here. Right here in the chat. I would go check that bad boy out right there. And then in the comments of that video, you can let me know what you think or whatever. And let me know what more, if there's more precise, or maybe the Polaris will work for you. But in the comments of that video, you can let me know for sure. And then, oh, nice, Mick. And a backspacer with the scales. Ooh, I like that. That's dope. Jake, peace out, brother. Mick, peace out. Everybody who is still chilling, I'm going to put these knives away. That one, well, I'll carry the marble. That one's going to go in the pocket. We'll do him right now. Anybody just strolling through or that just got here, make sure you are subscribed, you know. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be a party pooper. Don't. That gold. Ah. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. That'll go there. Oh, baby, baby. Yeah, you really can't go wrong these days. You cannot go wrong. I mean, you could find yourself going wrong, but it would take some work to get something that's not pretty killer. You know what I mean? Alright, that should do it. Those can go up in the knife case. Knife case. Oh, shit. Pain in my ass. Too many damn knives. Boy, that's really cutting it close, isn't it? Do it. Make sure you did it. Love you guys. I will see most of you guys on Schmatterday. Maybe we'll do it next time, Mick. We'll do it next time. Love you guys. Hope you had a killer time. Whoever remains still alive. You know, I do them Saturday streams and I'll leave it up for like an hour or two afterwards. And there's people that'll sit in there with nothing going on, like 15 people. So I'm not sure what, if they like fall asleep while they're in there or what the hell happens, but there's always like a dozen or so on Saturday night that just stay in there. Pretty interesting little tidbit. You guys have an awesome night. Don't forget, Saturday night, about 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing our normal live stream. The normal live, you know. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your week. I might try to pop in with another vertical by Saturday, but we'll see. If not, go watch all my videos. Leave thumbs up. Leave comments. Go watch more videos. Trust me, there's plenty there for you. Love you guys. Peace.